One question, in particular, keeps me awake at night. So if you don't own a luxurious private plane, you are actually wealthy. After all, why would you fly economy if you can afford first class? Today we will talk about them and the 10 most luxurious and expensive planes ever built. Number 10. Gulfstream III. This $125 million aircraft is the property of actor, writer, and director Tyler Perry. The Hollywood celebrity purchased this luxurious item for about $60 million, but he deemed it not extravagant enough for him and his guests. So the first order of business was to invest another $65 million to bring it up to his standards and make it truly one of the classiest ways to travel. Today, Perry can have up to 13 guests on his plane with whom he share his vision of luxurious traveling. Of course, being on Tyler Perry's plane, you'll probably be forced to watch some of his god-awful movies. So you'd still be watching washed-up B-rated comedy, but you'll do it in style. Number 9. Boeing 747-8 iVIP. Any Boeing 747 is worth admiration. But the 8i's VIP is something else. It's truly a piece of engineering and design. Genius plane would be able to accommodate up to 400 passengers if it was for commercial use. However, this would require its owner, Joseph Law, to give up all the comforts and pampering at his current jet. Has no more luxurious sleeping quarters, no more stylish conference rooms, and no more entertainment center. Currently, the plane can accommodate up to 30 passengers who would be treated like royalty throughout their whole flight. The Boeing 747-8 iVIP is truly a monument to Mr. Law's immense fortune. It costs around $157 million and is the most expensive plane in his hangar. The plane is a double-decker and has an entertainment room dedicated to children, several living rooms with elegant furniture, and a master bedroom where Mr. Lowe can have a good rest while traveling to his next successful business endeavor. Number 8. Boeing 767-33A. Is nicknamed the Bandit, this ultra-luxurious private jet is probably one of the many assets that Russian billionaire Roman Abramovich will lose due to Russia's aggression towards Ukraine and subsequent restrictions. Most Western countries imposed on all of Vladimir Putin's oligarch friends the Boeing 767-33, a one-of-a-kind aircraft worth $170 million. Ultra-luxuriousness plane has a cruising speed of 528 miles per hour and can fly as high as 43,000 feet. The interior of the plane is precisely what you would expect from a dual ultra-successful sole Russian billionaire. Number 7. Boeing 787-8 BBJ. If you ever wondered what an ultra-luxuriousness flying camper would look like, wonder no more if the Boeing 7878 BBJ is exactly that. This lavish private plane can accommodate up to 39 passengers and is anything but modest. The interior is predominantly white, which somehow accentuates the elegant decoration that makes this private jet unique. The main lounge has an open bar, several luxurious seats, and even two-day beds that can be used for total relaxation. The BBJ, which sends the Boeing business jet, is worth approximately $224.6 million and is still looking for its owner. Number 6. Boeing 747-43 ohms. You may say anything about the Sultan of Brunei. Although the beds you probably don't know much about him. The guy knows how to travel in style. When it comes to this plane, the truly impressive part is not its price, but how it could take off with so much gold on board. The interior is predominantly golden, with solid gold sinks and golden decorations all over this gigantic plane. The master bedroom is the crown jewel of this $233 million aircraft. Number 5. Airbus A340-300. Since this ultra-luxurious aircraft costs merely $238 million, Russian billionaire Alessia Achmanov thought it could use a couple of $100 million more to make it into something exceptional. The extravagant billionaire doubled the initial price and made the plane one of the planet's most luxurious and well-designed jets. The plane was named Budokan in honor of Achmanov's father. It's the biggest private jet in Russia. Number 4. Boeing 747-8 Intercontinental BBJ. This state-of-the-art private jet is Boeing 7878 BBG's big brother, which should be impressive enough. If you are already counting the dimes in your pocket, don't waste your time. This bad boy will cost you around $403 million for the floor model, and only a chosen few have the chance to purchase this magnificent piece of engineering genius with its 4,800 square feet of usable space. Nonetheless, this luxurious bird is looking for its master. And if you happen to know someone who can spend $403 million on a whim, give them a call and remind them when it's your birthday. Number 3. Airbus A380 Custom. This flying palace is the property of Prince Al-Walid bin Talal of Saudi Arabia. The Saudi prince is well known for his extravagant taste and love of expensive toys. Thankfully, the $500 million this private jet costs is spare change to him. The fully customized Airbus A380 is one of the most luxurious airplanes in the world, with astonishing decoration, designer furniture, and amenities. Musicians entertain the prince's guests. If you dream of sitting there, you better first buy the aircraft, or you might face some unexpected injuries, like losing your head. Number 2. Boeing 747 Refit. This $617 million palace in the sky owned by an anonymous billionaire. Although we can certainly guess the few people who can afford this private, ultra-luxurious aircraft, we won't get into who's the owner, but rather what they own. This private jet is more like a hotel than a means of transportation, with 8 ultra-lavish bedrooms on the top floor of the plane. It certainly offers an extremely comfortable way of traveling. Number 1. Air Force One. That's a bit of cheating, but the US government's private plane is not public and not everyone can use it, so it qualifies. And yes, it's the most expensive one ever made. It's good to know that your hard-earned tax dollars are going for the pampering of the president and his secretaries. The Air Force One is a flying White House, although it might cost a bit more than the actual building in Washington, D.C. The current Air Force One plane is a highly customized Boeing 747-200B, which has all sorts of high-tech defenses, luxurious settings, and offices. Although it lacks some extravagant amenities we can see on other planes of this class, it still costs more than $660 million. Still, this is nothing compared to the $4 billion replacement that's already in construction. Thank you for sticking to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please do well to like it and also tap on the subscribe button for more delightful videos like this.